We are back on my favorite account to take over, Les. Yeah, we've been working on this one a lot. We got his dragon up. We got his clan boss up. His clan boss is in a really nice spot. I don't know if he's ran any keys. I would assume he's ran some keys. It's a little bit later in the day. But his clan boss has been doing really, really well. Let's see where he's at here. Oh my goodness, these guys are just hitting this clan boss hard. Look at this though. We got Les to a 2-key Nightmare Clan Boss. I mean, that's pretty impressive, all by just getting Elva upgraded here and just kind of working on some other things. Also, after I did the spider team, I realized we probably didn't need to get Ghostborn up. We had Tyrell the whole time, but that's okay. That's a whole different story. Today, we're focusing on a different clan boss, the Hydra, because the last time when I was working on this account, working on the spider team, I noticed Les didn't really have a Hydra team. He YOLO'd some stuff together, you know, got like, I don't even know what the number was, but it was less than 1 million, and you need 1.67 million to get a chest. So I had to figure out a second team and run it and hopefully close in that damage to get him there. So what I'm going to try to do here today is to get Les a Hydra team together. We'll take a look at all of his champions, see what he has here, because he does have some solid champions. But before we do, guys, let me remind you how you could start off a brand new raid account with a free legendary and 3 amazing epic champions to get you started. Let me tell you how. What you need to do is log out of your Polarium Play account and click the link down there in the description. Play through the tutorial, and remember, this will work only on PC. If you've had Raid installed on a mobile device, this isn't going to work. So do this on PC on Polarium Play. After completing the tutorial, your new starter Narma will be in your inbox, and then at level 10 you're going to get Annex, at level 20 you're going to get Ugo, and at level 30 you're going to get Mausoleum Mage. This is a great way to start off any new account, so click that link down there in the description and follow those steps to get started. Now, usually when I'm trying to get ideas for teams, especially like Hydra, I like to go to Hell Hades and try to get some ideas. However, I went to Hell Hades and we're not getting a whole lot of help. We're on rotation 3 here. Normal teams 1.2. That's not even getting us a chest, and I'm trying to get like 2 million damage. That's my goal here. So we're kind of on our own here. Now in this rotation 3, we do have the Head of Decay, which does remove all the debuffs from the other heads. So we would like to provoke that one if at all possible, but that's always tougher than said than done. Also, this is the team I kind of just YOLO'd together to get the rest of his damage. It worked out for us, so we'll take it. But looking through here, no one really jumps out as a provoker. We do have Jizzo, who I've used on my free-to-play and can actually work out pretty nice, but we will have to completely build him. I noticed we're kind of low on silver. We got like 10 million silver. We do have Arthur, but I don't even know that we're going to use Arthur, because I think we're going to use Elva for sure. Which, can we ascend Elva here? Let's see. Can we get Elva fully ascended? That would be huge if we can. Okay, we can. Nice. All right. Cool. Oh, we just wasted like 1 million silver also. I probably should have actually did the right numbers there instead of just YOLOing. But we got Elva fully ascended. We got Elva. We got Ninja. Alice is okay just because of her awakening. We can run the Brimstone on there and get some extra damage. I was kind of thinking like Monster could give us a little bit of extra support with the ally protection, continuous heal, and then also placing the shield. And then we could go with our defense down. Honestly, I think we go Ghostborn. I'm kind of between Ghostborn and Tyrell. We might try both of them, but Tyrell is just going to give us the decreased defense. He places sleep if they're already under decreased attack, which that doesn't matter. A decreased attack on the A1, whereas with Ghostborn, we get the decreased defense and an increased attack buff on all allies right out the gate. Plus, we already have him built the way I want him. Not saying Tyrell's bad. Actually, this Tyrell build's not bad. Another champion I was thinking was maybe a Cult Brawler here. We're definitely going to have to completely rebuild him, but a Cult Brawler having the poisons, where does he have the poisons? Yeah, he's got the poisons on the A1, plus he places poisons on random enemies for 4 turns. Like, I think he could be a nice way to get some damage out, but really, I think we're just going to have to play around with things here. But the first thing we're going to have to do, I'm going to look through his champions and see if there's a different provoker, but we're going to have to build a provoker, in my opinion, and Jizzo might be that guy, the old school Lizardman. Unless I find someone else, which I'll let you guys know. Let me look through here. Okay, this might be tougher than I thought. I've already gone through pretty much all the silver. And all I did was build Jizzo. The problem here on Les's account, and it's okay because he's just returning. The problem is he doesn't have a lot of gear spun up. And what I mean by that is he doesn't have a lot of gear up to level 16, barely any gear up to level 12. So we always want these bottom 3 pieces up to 16 if at all possible, because these are where we're going to get our biggest stat boosts. So some of these ate up a lot of the silver. And then I just ran some of these up. I think this one I ran up because it spun really well, and this one we might have had, I don't know. But also we had accessories. So I got Jizzo at a decent spot, 182, 221, I think should be fine on normal. I'm gonna leave him at 5-star for the time being. I also spent some of the silver upgrading some stuff for Elva here, which I just realized her ring is 1 level away. We do have a little bit of wiggle room here, so we could upgrade some things here. Like I kind of want to upgrade this shield and see if we can get a speed roll on that. Like it's so close right there. Like if we can get quad speed, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Oh my God, we got a quad speed roll. What the heck? We got a quad speed roll on that? No, not rework. That's worth putting this into if we get it. Okay, 5. Oh, Jesus, man. Okay, so that's an insane roll. That I don't know that I have any quad speed gear on my account. Oh my goodness, and it's lethal. That's a crazy roll right there. We're just gonna have her boosted up, trying to get everyone through here. I guess we got some glyphs that we can try to use. Let's see, do we want to put a 4-star into that? Sure, why not? Let's go for it. Let's get some HP. But we're gonna try, I have a team in mind, and we might have to experiment. That's kind of what you do with Hydra. I'm gonna try to set him up for success here in the future, so he can just have a full auto team that he doesn't have to worry about. We still have some silver. We have a little bit, right? Oh yeah, we don't have enough to really do anything with. I'm not gonna worry about it. So this is the first team I'm thinking here. This is the first one we're gonna try anyways. Our goal is gonna be to get a chest on auto for him so he doesn't have to think about it. We're gonna go Nature's Peace. That's gonna be the boost right off rip. We're gonna go, actually, I should probably just set that to opener, to be honest, because if someone needs revived, we want her to revive. We're gonna go with Hail Burn first because it's gonna place our HP burns. Miscreated Monster, I kind of want to have the Lightning Storm for the shielding. I feel like since some of our builds are kind of weak here, we're gonna need some survivability, and the shield's gonna give us that survivability. I'm gonna go with Singing Steel, which is gonna be the decreased defense, and then I'm not gonna worry about the A3. If he doesn't work, we're gonna try Ghostborn. Honestly, I might run Ghostborn instead of him. Jizzo, we're gonna go with the Ryle, which is the Provoke Continuous Heal, and then Cold Heart, we're gonna have Heart Seeker on there. I don't know. I'm between Tyrell and Ghostborn on this. My thing is that Ghostborn is still 5-star and also doesn't have any masteries, whereas Tyrell is all the way up here. I feel like that helps us. So let's just see what it looks like on auto. Let's see if we have everything set decently here. The plan is that we get the debuffs in here, we get the Provoke. Okay, we land the Provoke so that they don't clear the debuffs. I was worried about landing that Provoke, and we got it. We got a Heart Seeker. Oh my goodness, we're already racking up the damage. Okay, so we're already in business here, guys. We're already in business. So we got him a team here that he can work with, and then we could maybe even try to get him a second team. But realistically, like if we're just kind of like on the first team, the second team isn't going to be an amazing team, but maybe we can just get him to a higher chest. I don't think we're going to be able to get a hard chest, but we can always try. We can always try for sure. Well, I guess we got to get to this chest first, right? Cold Heart's taking some damage here. The thing is, I want it full auto so he can just run this, not have to worry about it, and not have to do anything fancy or anything. But Cold Heart going down, I almost wonder. One thing I noticed is he doesn't have a lot of attackers. I almost wonder if Alice will be better because Alice will have the Brimstone and probably a little bit more survivability than a Cold Heart. Tyrell seems fine in here. Once they get the smoke screen in there, that's kind of a little bit of an issue. I mean, it's okay. I think we could do better. I kind of want to just experiment with it, to be honest with you. Let's see what this one runs out at, and then I'm going to switch things up, like put Alice in. We'll run one with this same team with Alice. Maybe put in Ghostborn, run it with Ghostborn, etc. Just kind of see what we do, but I think we're at a number where we can get a chest right away here. This should also be a note that like the Hell Hades Optimizer, it's a great tool, don't get me wrong, I love it, I use it for everything, but it's not the end all be all. This is teams that people have ran, they're not going to have the same champions you have, and that's what we're seeing, I think, in this case. Look at this. Oh, I thought we were done, but Elva's getting the revives. Elva's doing some work here. But that's the one thing about Raid is everyone has different champions, and not everyone's going to have those same 6 champions you have or access to the same champions you have. So that's where I think, especially in like Hydra, it's important to play around with the teams a little bit and just figure out what's going to work for the champions you have. We have other provokers on here, but I really like Jizzo because he has that 2-turn provoke, and I think that's huge. Our first run's 2.64. I think we could do better. I noticed Cold Heart only had like 100,000 damage on that, so I think Alice with the Brimstone is instantly gonna boost that upward. Other changes, well, no, we're definitely keeping Jizzo on, but I just want to see here. Other changes, I think, I don't know that the Ghostborn over Tyrell is going to make that much of a difference. Arthur is kind of cool, but he's also still level 5. We're also limited because we don't have a lot of 6-star champions. I think Occult Brawler could be really cool in here, but I kind of like what we're doing here. Let me reset this since I accidentally took Jizzo out here. So let's set that how we had it, and then put Fierce Protector number 2. Honestly, for Alice, we shouldn't need to set anything. We probably set this as starter, right? Let's give this a run and just see. I feel like with Alice having Brimstone and a little bit more survivability, we could push this probably up to 3-4 million, just based on how that last one went, and Cold Heart really did nothing for us. You know what I wish? And Les, if you're watching this and if you ever feel like manualing it, if you put the counterattack on Ninja or Alice, I think that would be better. I don't know why they're going with Elva. Like, the AI is just going with Elva. I almost want to manual it and just put it on one of our... You want it on one of your attack champions with dealing out the damage. But look at those brimstones. Oh my goodness. Look at all this damage just being output right now. Jizzo gets taken out early here. And we do have the food to take Jizzo up, but I don't think that we need to go ahead and like take Jizzo up. As long as he gets that first turn, I think we're going to be good here, to be honest. Also, Elva having that clean is so good. I don't know, maybe this doesn't survive, but I kind of want to manual this and just kind of see, but let's let this continue to run. All right, I think we're getting to the end here, but definitely some weird AI decisions in there. I wonder how some of that stuff is factored in. But again, we're still like right there. I feel like Alice isn't going to do much. I was banking on the Brimstone to do a lot. Let's see what she does here. About the same. It's really Ninja's just doing all the work. So maybe we just go with let's make Ninja survive as much as possible type build. Maybe not even go with like another attacker in there. So I'm almost thinking like maybe we go with Whirlim here because he's got the strength and increased defense on all allies. The problem with him, I don't love this build. I was able to get some different boots on him, but I wasn't able to get him all the way upgraded. We might be able to make this work. I mean, if anything, we can get a chest for him every single time, which is going to be good. But I want to try this like kind of surviving or protecting Ninja type build thing here. It's kind of tough also because like we don't have a lot of stuff upgraded on the account, but that's okay. That's a fine thing. We could just keep working at it. So we got Whirlim in here, but I'm not going to start on auto because I forgot about that weird AI. So Les, if you're watching, which he's usually watching, we're going to do this. We're going to speed everything up. We're going to go with the A2 Singing Still, decrease the defense. Then we're going to go with the A3 here on the Head of Decay. I almost said Mischief. Head of Decay. Wanted to just make sure I said that right. We're gonna go here, but mostly I'm just waiting for it to get back around to Jizzo. Let's go with this on Ninja so we can get some HP burns. Let's drop this so we can get some shielding. I'm waiting for it to get back to Ninja so I can show you what to do there. Pretty much you just have to auto the first turn or maybe just keep an eye on Jizzo. Realistically, I don't think we ever go A3 here on him. I don't know, maybe we do. I don't know, maybe I'm just missing something with A3. But on this, we're gonna put this on Ninja, so that Ninja gets the counter attack, and then from there you can just auto, or just like try to keep an eye on every few turns whenever Jizzo's about to go, and then put the counter attack on Ninja, so Ninja's just gonna counter attack, and that's gonna buff up our damage a ton. So I guess, hold on, let's see when Jizzo's getting ready to go here. All right, let's just let this work through. Let's let that auto. We'll just like kind of auto cycle through here. Okay, nice. Oh, we're already at 1.2. Oh wait, he's dead. Oh wait, she did not bring Jizzo back. Okay, that's fine. We'll just let it run. But also, if you want to get Jizzo upgraded to 6-star, could add some survivability. But again, we're limited on things. I don't think I want to waste going up to 6-star when we can get the chest without having to do that. I think as long as we're getting the first chest, I think that's the big thing here. And every single time it looks like we're getting that first chest, we're already there and we still got people alive, so we're cooking. But ultimately, I'm not convinced that that's better than running Alice. So I think what we'll do is we'll still run Alice in here. And then I don't think any of this actually matters. I think what we'll do is we'll just try to get some of the brimstones and get just a little bit of luck here. So I'm going to run this a few times. Let's see what we can get. All right, guys, this run was pretty good for us. It looks like it's coming to the tail end here. I mean, this was the very next run. Man, I'm really tempted. I don't want to waste this food because I know he's been grinding, and if we pull something else, I think Jizzo's fine the way he is. As long as we get that first, oh my goodness, we got Ninja back. As long as we get like that first turn provoke, I feel like we can survive and be fine. I don't think we need like continuous provoke on here. We're over 3 million. Holy crap, Ninja came back and we're over 3 million. This might be a keeper here, to be honest with you. Oh my goodness, 3.3. We are cooking through here. 3.31. We got a little bit more out of Alice. 2.3. Look at even Tyrell there. I wonder, man, I need to look up the multipliers on Tyrell's A3 and make sure I'm not messing up something. I might be. but I feel like turning off the A3 is right. Maybe I'm wrong. That felt nice though. Oh, maybe I am messing up here. The multiplier is 5.3 on defense. Maybe we need to turn that on and run it and see how it goes. Man, what do we need? We need like 4 million. Can we get 4 million on this? I don't know. Jizzo's only in there for the provoke and he gets taken out. Jizzo does nothing. Let me keep trying. All right, so I ran it back. We got just under 3 million. I decided to like save Alice and everyone else for maybe another run. I don't know if we get enough to get 1.5 million, but I think this is good. At least we got him a team that he can full auto, get a chest every single week. So again, making huge progress. I want to say it was like 800,000. We almost quadrupled that. Making big progress here for less.